So this, you got this problem right, this part right, but I just want to make sure you understand it. So it says you have, here's the solution. It's a solution, right? And there's 90 milliliters in this solution. Let's say it's dextrose, just to make something up, which is sugar water. So there's probably 20, some amount of milligrams of dextrose that's in a solution that's 90 milliliters. So it says that the solution is 25%. It's 90 milliliters and it's a 25% solution. So if you take 25, well, you can do it this way. We can do it with, that's the solution, and it's equal to some amount of this. If you cross multiply and divide, you get 22.5. So 25 over 100 is the same as 22.5 over 90. So that's what you get here. If you add 10 milliliters to the 90% solution, you get 22.5 over 100, which is 22.5%. So in other words, if you add 10 milliliters, you are diluting the solution. So go to 100 and you don't add any more dextrose, you just add some more water. Now what do you have? You have a diluted solution. What's the dilution? It's now 22.5%. Now really, this is always about, it's just about like 1/3 is the same as 2/6 is the same as 3/9 is the same as blah, 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 blah. These are all equal. And if you did a ratio, look, this is an equivalent fraction. Equivalent ratio is like, well, 6 out of 100 people got COVID last week in a certain city. That's the same as 12 out of 200 people. That's the same as 60 out of 1,000 people. So these are all different ways of looking at it, right? Usually we look at it this way. These are all equivalent, right? So what you have here is you have 22.5 of the sugar in 90 milliliters of water. That's the solution. But what you want is something that has 5 per 100. So I'm just going to have to dilute this. I'm going to add to this. I'm going to add to the solution. So I'm not going to add any more dextrose, but I'm going to keep adding water. Keep adding water until it's equivalent to this. And how do you solve this? Well, you cross multiply. So I get 22.5 times 100 is 2250. 5 times 90 is 450. Plus 5 times x is 5 times x. So now I'm going to subtract 450 from both sides. And I get 5x equals, I think that's 1800. I'll check that on my calculator. 2250 minus 450. Yes, is 1800. Now I'm going to divide it by 5, and I get 360 milliliters. So let me just clear this up here and show you what we have. We have, if I can get this to clear it up. We have 22.5 over 90 plus adding 360, which is 22.5 over 450 total. This is the answer. And this 22.5 over 450 is the same as 5 over 100.